Where are we?
We're in the land of poo.
They can't stay here, they're rude. No fighting in the house!
The person you need is Nanny McPhee.
Nanny McPhee.
Nanny McPhee.
Nanny McPhee.
Nanny McPhee.
I am Nanny McPhee.
Nanny McPhee. Boy, that's an ugly bitch. Why didn't they make a second movie about that chick, man? Damn.
Who cares about that old broad?
You fuck girls uglier than her.
No, that is not. No, that is not true. I fuck girls as ugly as that. That's my limit right there.
When you have Jack Daniels, you get like triple bifocal beer gardens.
Yeah, like the warts and everything start to go away, like Nanny McPhee teaching children lessons.
I know.
I've seen Corey walk away with things with 4 legs. So I don't,
Corey, you know what?
he does not judge.
That is the thing about Nanny McPhee. I forgot that the more Nanny McPhee teaches, now is it based on how much you learn, or is she just dropping knowledge? And the more she like teaches, the better looking she gets.
The thing is, it is like she has these lessons, and as the kids learn the lessons, you know, her warts go away, her unibrow it goes away, her hairline goes back, she gets thinner. You know, she turns more into Emma Thompson. I mean, what it's supposed to be, it's a metaphor for the fact that like the more the kids learn, they stop looking at her as an ugly person.
Damn, why don't she just turn into a stripper or something? Because kids would learn in a minute if that was the case.
Is this your childhood, Corey? Is that what happened?
No, that's my movie. That's my Nanny McPhee.
That's what he's been dreaming about.
What's next? What we learning now? I'm putting dollars in up drawers and everything. What we learning
now?
It's
like Nanny McPhee will attempt to remake Mary Poppins, you know? I mean, come on, it's so obvious. I mean, I know this is based on a series of books, but that series of books has to be based on the Mary Poppins. I mean...
Well, the original series of books, the Nurse Matilda, it's all around that same time. Like, it's back when, like, you know, like, nurse meant nanny back in the 1800s.
Yeah.
And it's just like, apparently there's like lots of kind of like nanny or nurse stories, which Mary Poppins is one. And
I've read
Matilda
some of them
one.
online, you know, they're kind of nasty.
Isn't this...
Why are you talking about like the Swedish nurse?
Hey, y'all make sure you talk to your mics.
Oh, sorry about that.
Isn't this a British thing, though?
Yeah, it is. It's a total British thing.
So why should I give a shit?
And you know what? It's been out in the UK for a while before it got here.
Right.
Which is funny, when it got here, I thought like, oh, Nanny McPhee has finally hit DVD here. And it's like, theatrically coming out on. I was like, what?
Well, there it was Nanny McPhee and the Big Bang rather than Nanny McPhee Returns, because they figured American audiences would go, what? I'm a creationist. I can't go see
Oh, I thought you meant like
Big Bang.
There is nothing in this movie to go, wait, what was the Big Bang in this thing?
Well, it was supposed to be the UXB, the unexploded bomb, which comes up later in the film, because they even say the words, that's going to make a big bang. Ah, look
And
at the
everybody
screen.
stops.
Wink, wink, nudge,
Then they go back
nudge.
to the movie.
Okay.
So I take it this is a period piece, takes place what, World War II?
World War
Okay,
II,
okay, yeah, right. It's supposed to be a period piece. The fact is, there's nothing really period about it. I mean, like, if it wasn't for the fact that they kept like reminding us that like, oh yeah, there's bombings in London, you look at it, there's nothing that looks like it's from the 40s.
Now, I don't remember a whole lot about Nanny McPhee, because this one is called Nanny McPhee Returns.
Well, yeah,
and what was
decades after the first one?
So the first one took place. I didn't even recall when the first one took place.
I guess it could have been
Dawn of time.
Yeah, it must have been like the late 1800s.
Okay,
In London town?
Jolly old London town.
Chip, cherry.
I know Nanny McPhee looks normal for being over there.
The next one, I mean, is it going to take place during the British explosion? I mean, is she going to nanny to the Beatles? She skips around through time a lot.
Well, you know, I mean, if you had magic powers, you'd only stop in the cool times.
Yeah, well,
I know,
Nanny McPhee
but you know what it would be
jamming.
like? It'll be the Beatles sitting up there smoking some shit, and they'd be like, "Look, Paul, she's looking better." You just hide some motherfucker, man. No, she's still an ugly bitch, all right?
Hey, man, she still looks better than Yoko.
That's a good point.
Damn.
That's a good point.
Yeah, John Lennon looking at her like, woo.
I mean, you think about it. The only reason John Lennon would have married her because he was
But she returned. So what does she return to do now? What does Nanny McPhee want now?
Right, now the first time you had Colin Firth, who had like just too many debts, too many kids, a sad widower, you know, and his kids were unruly, and they needed somebody to come in. And those kids were like so bad and devious, you know, like as much as I was like, man, I would beat their ass. You could tell that like that wasn't gonna do it. They needed somebody like Nanny McPhee to come in. Now you got Maggie Gyllenhaal, who's a mother of 3, who's kind of flustered about everything. Her husband's, in the war, hasn't come back, and she's having a hard time of it. But I don't know, not that hard. I mean, shit, you know, she could have slapped a couple of them, and everything would have been fine.
She's just had a bad day.
Yeah, really. And then she's got they got a couple of cousins, rich cousins, who are coming to live with them, and they're brats. But at the same time, they're kind of like pussy brats. Like this is odd that Nanny McPhee comes in because they don't have any problems that they couldn't actually solve themselves.
Good evening, Mrs. Green. I am Nanny McPhee.
Oh, you're it. I mean, her. I mean, who are you?
I am Nanny McPhee. Small C, big P.
Right. Thing is, I haven't hired a nanny. I don't need a nanny. I'm managing perfectly well. I have never had a nanny because I don't want a nanny.
I am an army nanny, Mrs. Green. I have been deployed.
No. There must be some mistake. Everything's under control here.
For me,
That's Cyril. He's not one of mine. He's their cousin.
come back here, you parasitic
And that's
pussy.
Norman.
Get the hands off me!
He is mine.
Indeed.
I don't get it. But Nanny McPhee comes in to teach these kids how to stop fighting with each other, help the mom out, and save the family farm.
Through the powers of darkness. It's clear.
What, is
the
she a
more you watch
sorceress?
this- well, yeah, she's definitely a sorceress. I mean, she's got some magic staff that she taps all the
No,
time that has power. She can do whatever the fuck she wants, as the movie is clear.
Are you sure that wasn't her?
They're in the same union.
Okay.
No question. They just got different tools, and Poppins managed to avoid that whole ugly as shit clause. Apparently, I don't know whether it's like different classes.
No, yeah,
or-
it's different styles. You know, you got some magicians who are street magicians, and
Yeah.
some who pull rabbits out of
Now,
hats.
Mary was like, I told you, Nanny, you should have joined the sorority.
My methods work.
But seriously, she's like, she was a single choice away from being Voldemort, really. I mean, like,
Yeah.
her magic is dark, yo. Seriously, it wouldn't take much of a trailer re-edit to make this look like a horror movie at all. She's like, there's goats running around, there's all kinds of stuff. I turned to Leon at one point, he's like, dude, this is The Exorcist. You can't see this? This is so clear.
Oh, I know. It's because one of the catchphrases in the poster for this is "You will believe that pigs fly."
What?
What?
What does that have to do with it?
I didn't write the poster. You looking at me like,
pigs.
yeah, Cole's looking at me like, what? What you say? What you say about pigs, bitch?
You will believe or else.
Yeah.
Do pigs play some big part in this
No,
movie? or-
yeah, a little bit, but it's so unimportant. It's really just one of the other little details of things that she does to manipulate the kids into liking each other, right?
So unimportant they put it on the poster.
Well, I mean, really, the movie's just a mess. It's just a whole bunch of little
It
set
is.
pieces that, like, you're not convinced at all that these kids would buy into. And Nanny McPhee is this fierce, like, a rule giver, really, who kind of chickens out with her magic, if you ask
Well,
me.
it's weird because I keep going back to the first movie because I just happened to watch it again last night, and I really like that movie. It's like one of these movies you go into, you're like, this is gonna suck.
What are you doing watching that movie late at night by yourself at home? What's wrong with
Sorry,
you,
some
dude?
of us work for the site and write reviews of things.
Can't you watch like Spider-Man 3 again or something?
Yeah, I know you like to only go to the Resident Evil movies, but the rest of us take our jobs.
You watch Nanny McPhee. I got the problem.
It's all right, co-host. I walked in on looking at Nanny McPhee. Like, what's that pillow doing over your crotch, Leon? It was frozen on a Nanny McPhee part.
She does get hot towards the end, to be fair.
No, this was at the beginning of the movie.
You were the one saying you'd fuck her regardless.
But that's a given with me.
Yeah, that's the way I didn't even have a
Yeah.
chance to get to it.
But is that how they get you the catches? You have to wait till the end of the fucking movie before she gets hot to like really.
It's like Gal's Panic.
Yeah. You just have to keep learning lessons until you get there. At the end, she takes the top off.
I already don't like this. Oh.
Here's the deal. We were talking about this because you guys saw it, but we were at another movie, and we were saying, the commercials for this, the television trailers at least, look like a straight to DVD movie. Now, did this come across like that in the film itself?
Well, they spent money on the special effects.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they aren't great, but they do rely heavily on them. I mean, quality wise, as far as the story goes, yeah, it's certainly straight to DVD. But they did seem like they were proud of it. I just don't get it because Emma Thompson wrote the first one, which I thought was great. She wrote this one too, and it's just not working. It's just like the characters are super thin, like see-through thin. The direction is clumsy. There's a lot of scenes where when the scene ends, you go like, well, what was that all about? It didn't even like attach itself to anything. And there's just like a bunch of points where you don't really care, and the kids aren't even that good. Like you had really good kid actors the first time around.
Yeah.
And there's just no subtlety here. Let me say this: the movie isn't on for even 10 minutes before they do a shit joke, and they don't. There is not a single shit joke or fall in the water joke that they pass up in this entire movie.
Yeah, they just walk right in. They set them up and go, okay, guys, we're going to do a shit joke now. And you're like, no, don't do it. Like, okay, maybe we won't. No, we're going to do it!
And over and over.
You make it sound like
dancing and shit.
I know.
No.
Yeah.
They're joking, but they really do. They say that.
They dance and shit.
I mean, like there's so much cow shit and pig shit, and then the rich kids come and they say, man, there's just shit everywhere. Yeah. And they're walking around in mud, and you don't know what's mud and what's shit.
What does Nanny McPhee, like, with her magic powers, like, bring the shit to life and have them do, like, a dance number at all? Because that I will see.
In the yard, there are snowmen made of shit. And I'm not joking.
Yeah, absolutely. True.
Really?
Yes.
And, well, I mean,
somebody stole my idea.
The assumption would be that it was mud, but no, they keep reaffirming that it is indeed all shit out there.
Tell me no kid ate pudding in this film. you make it sound like at the end of the movie, Nanny McPhee just comes out and takes a dump on the screen.
No.
Dude, there's a crow that bursts through this entire movie.
Yeah, and it's like it's one of the big turning points of the film.
Yeah.
The crow's belches.
You're turning me right now. I want to go see this movie.
Yeah, you gotta know why that sounds so funny to me. A crow keeps burping through this movie.
It does.
A cow walks in the living room and the scene cuts and it still manages to. God damn, yo.
Me and Cole will be like,
let's go see that shit
this
tonight.
sounds awesome.
No, you're not. I don't believe
does
that
one of the
for a minute.
kids befriend the shit man?
If the two of y'all were trapped on an airplane and they ran this movie, you would throw a parachute.
Man, it's funny that you mention all this because I read a review of this online.
Yeah.
And it said, oh, there's poo everywhere in this film. And it's good. And I was like, really? This sounds, the way they're describing it sounds really bad to me.
This guy's clearly a coprophiliac because the poo is not good in this.
The hell is that?
Wait, is this
Someone who likes
field
poo.
or like magic magicians?
I was just trying to find a different word than shit.
Oh, okay.
You could have used
What's
scatological.
brown and sounds like a bell?
You know, I prefer the clinical term doo-doo myself.
or shitholic.
I'm a dookie, man.
But man, I really feel bad about that because the movie is tracking pretty well on Rotten Tomatoes, and I thought this seems like the cute follow-up to a movie that really caught us all off guard. I remember when Nanny McPhee came out, we thought it was going to be kind of like what you're describing right now.
Yeah, exactly.
And we walked out saying, well, that was a pretty adorable film. I'm kind of disappointed to hear that this didn't do well because I thought Nanny McPhee was kind of a cool character.
Well, this is not actually based on one of the books, if I'm not mistaken.
The first movie is based on the 3 books.
Right.
And that used up all the material.
And this
is all new stuff.
Totally made up. Maybe that was the problem. She didn't have the direct source material to take from, so maybe she just didn't have it in her to write another good movie.
And it's a different director this time.
Yeah. I was telling you who the director was, a woman named Susanna White, so I don't know who that person is.
The director of the first one, it was a guy. I can't remember his name because it's one of those names that's so simple.
Some dude.
Ken something, I think. But that guy really had a good touch and knew, what to do and where to pull back and what scenes to cut. This here, it's just gratuitous stuff. Even like the big splashy moment at the end, the climax.
Kirk Jones directed the first movie.
Thank you, Kirk Jones. And this is just like, wow, really, all this?
Well,
splashy moment. There wasn't a diarrhea scene either, was there? I don't want to see that.
It's funny. From everything else we said, you would think that. And that probably would have been preferable. There's really only one scene I thought was good.
What was that?
And Ralph Fiennes comes on for practically a cameo. But it's actually like he really is. It's one of those things you're like, wow, this guy's a really good actor.
Yeah.
Even with this one small scene, his character that seems ridiculous, he actually pulls a lot of emotion out of it. But I gotta say, there must be something in this guy's contract that says, like, when he gets a script, he goes like, wait, before I read it, is my character an asshole?
I know, right?
No. Is my character an asshole? Because if he's not, forget it. I am not going to play this guy.
Well, he plays to his strengths, and maybe he's an asshole. I don't know. I'm just
Fuck
saying.
you, I'll take it.
If he is, he's really good at it. And you're right. That was the one scene in this entire film that you were like, wow, this feels grounded. Yeah. I'm actually feeling something for these two almost like as you said, paper thin characters, like almost nondescript kids. And it was just done sheerly by force of will. By Ralph Fiennes in this film, in this scene. You know what? It's a shame though, because so much else goes wrong, and there's a lot of good character actors in this. Hell, Ewan McGregor is in this film.
That's what I heard.
For 10 seconds.
Yeah.
What?
He's in a flashback and then you see him later.
I think he saw the shit and he turned around and walked off.
You know, you make it sound like McGregor came in, put his ass up and walked off.
No. He's in such soft focus, you're almost not sure it's him. So he's the dad who's away in the war.
Yeah.
Okay,
the Clone Wars, as a matter
so this is a glorified cameo for him.
No, not even glorified.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Well, I mean, I guess what I mean by glorified is like.
No, Ray Fiennes has a glorified cameo. This is just a cameo. Your boy Reese Ifans is in this.
Yeah.
Oh, I love him, man.
Right.
here,
And he's like wearing a zoot suit the whole time.
Was he a pimp?
Wow.
It's hard to pin down what year this is supposed to take place. If they didn't mention the war, you wouldn't know.
Really?
But he's wearing like a purple zoot suit, and he's like overacted to the point where he's like Robbie Rotten on Lazy Town. And I'm not joking around. He really is like that broad of a character.
He's supposed to be one of those limp-dicked, slimy like villains. Here. You know, he's like the brother-in-law who wants her Maggie Gyllenhaal to sell her half of the farm because she's like, look, you know, I mean, your husband's not coming back, and I own half of this farm, and it's because he owes money to some casino somewhere that have sent 2 hit women after him for the IOU he wrote to the casino for the farm.
Did you just say hit
women?
Hit women?
Yeah.
Is there such a thing?
Fat and skinny one.
Yeah, and it's just completely cartoonish. Even in a movie that's cartoonish, this is too much.
Yeah.
Man, I'm really disappointed because all these actors that you're naming, I love, and it sounds like they used to little effect. Maggie Gyllenhaal, since this does take place in Britain, I imagine she has to use a British accent.
Yeah, she does, and it's pretty good. I mean, sorry, it's not quibble. I think she did just a tiny bit too much.
Yeah, but not like Dick Van Dyke and Mary Poppins.
No, not that.
Hello. She didn't sound like the Monty Python guys.
But what are you doing? Her character just does the same thing over and over. Oh, children. It's really like what she does all through the movie. Oh, please be quiet. Oh, the children. It's too much.
Stop pelting your brother with shit!
She's another character with no personality that's just there to serve a purpose.
Yeah.
It's like she's there to say, I don't know what to do, and go, okay, it's time for dinner. Shit for you, shit for you, shit for you. It's, you know what, there's moments here and there that are entertaining, and it does get slightly better as it goes along, so I can't quite call it bullshit, but it's not far off. It's a low rental.
Okay.
Damn, dude. Yeah. You took the words right out of my mouth. I mean, I thought at first, like maybe just because I'm such a fan of the first one, but as it went on, I'm like, you know what? The first one was really made for like a whole family to enjoy, and this is only for just the smallest of kids. And if it wasn't for like maybe the Rafe Fiennes scene and something else, it would be some old bullshit. But yeah, just low rental. Low rental.
This is nothing for grown-ups here at all.
No.
A good children's film managed to have at least something, or you know, I mean, like a subtext to it that parents can identify with. With this, it was nothing but the dumbest, goofiest jokes for toddlers.
So you're telling me this movie is basically made for kids and fecophiliacs? Shitty McPhee, here I come.
So yeah, you should love
the
it.
return of more shit.
Yeah, Nanny McPhee.
I want to Nanny McPhee. Hey, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
See what I've done? See?
In the third movie, I want Nanny McPhee to actually keep getting uglier, you know, because that's the Nanny McPhee I would get. They're like, now eat your shit. I'll be good.
When you need me but do not want me, then I must stay. When you want me but no longer need me, then I have to go.
How could anyone possibly want you?
It's an odd thought, I grant you. But there it is.